We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good start. One play, 10 yards. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Pierce. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Down the right sideline. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Well, they were advancing the ball. They had a couple first downs under their belt, but a big mistake there on the opening drive leads to 6 points the other direction.
And what a good read that was on his part, Brandon, because it prevents a possible scoring drive with how they were moving things along. And it gives the defense the early advantage. Was going to be a definitely entertaining battle between these units.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. Pierce. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Well, this defense for the Giants, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was pop free, they picked it up. 5 takeaways in last week's game.
Room to maneuver at the 35. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Jalen Hyatt, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on third down, Pierce. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Herbert powering up the middle. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. These two teams they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they are looking for the sweep here at MetLife. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for, a really good change of pace back.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 38. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a 1st. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll make this 17-0 here in the opening quarter. So a great first quarter continues here as they add on to that lead.
And Brandon, I think it sets up what's going to be an important drive because it's now 17-0. So the other guys, they got to figure out something quick before this game gets away from them.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on the 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now he's free to midfield. Saquon Barkley. And he will step out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. 107 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And you hear it all the time, but that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
To throw on 2nd down. Pierce. He's got it. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issue.
And he's going to bull his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career. But he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You talk about this Giant defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I don't know what the actual percentages are. I don't know the analytics on when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches have always told me, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you get your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Throwing is Hurts. And unable to connect. Incomplete. And give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down, here's Barkley. Gets around him. Gets by him, and now a little daylight. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 17-7 is our score. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw. Pierce. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Giants had 2-2 through the first 4 weeks of the season. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Pierce. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Barkley, inside handoff. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Pierce. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw. Pierce. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown. KJ Osborne. 40 yards. And the Giants' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that nearly intercepted. The free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Hurts to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a 1st down. They toss it down to Pollard. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
2nd down. Here's Jalen Hurts. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They begin the drive with Johnson. Breaks the tackle, now Allen. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Looking to throw. Pierce. It's complete to Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll come up 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Pierce. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Third down and 13. Looking to throw. Pierce. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. K.J. Osborne, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
That's complete to his running back, Herbert. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now back to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll run first down with Hubbard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. That is caught by Herbert. Touchdown, Eagles! Khalil Herbert, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have regained the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point safely through, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A quick throw out wide, caught by Robinson. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play. On 3rd and 2, Pierce. And he'll be hit as
as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. This is taken at about the 14. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit. But his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a third down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Well, certainly thought he had a window to push that ball down the field, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Here's a give to Herbert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
That's a play to applaud because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll drop to throw. It's caught. Smith. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. In motion right, that's Hyatt. A handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Third and 5.
Get out of here with a W,
Back to throw. Pierce. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Darius Slay with a pick. Inside the 20. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And the Eagles are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Hurts. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Eagles take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Operating from the gun, Pierce. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 3. A handoff for Herbert. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you've got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage, and that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
They go play action with Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Hurts finding Smith for the Philly first.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat. Brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring. And each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Pierce. Short throw going to be caught by Waller. Calling a gain of a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, you know, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Pierce. That is caught. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. to throw. Pierce. That's complete to Robinson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Pierce. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Running left, it's Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Pierce. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down.
The downside for the defense is that they're dealing with a team that's in their red zone, but the upside, not much room to work with for the offense. Fewer windows in the zone for them to throw into. Tough for a quarterback to get a throw off before the pressure ends up getting to him.
Sly able to put this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Pitching it out here to Herbert. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
2nd down, here's Hurts. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Levi Wallace with a pick.
They will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game?
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
They will look to flush the memory of that pick 6 as we now have a brand new tie ball game here in the 4th quarter. Getting down to the good stuff.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Oh, that's a big let off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Here's Herbert.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Now Hurts going to keep it running left.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Hurts. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
This is 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with it. There.
A give to Pollard running left. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run here with Herbert. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look to grab a late lead. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith. his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Giants, 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. He's back to throw. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game. A critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
Here's 2nd down. Back to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Two timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. They'll look to throw. But oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee you he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they know anything less than a touchdown here at this late stage is going to be no good. They were going for it all right there, but it was just too hard to adjust to that one in the air, and it winds up incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Our last chance.
Well, this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Pierce. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Let's make a play here.
Oh, what you're working with. Teamwork, man. Come on, guys. Dig deep.
All right, here we go. Let's play, boys.
Here's 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Let's make a play, boys. The ball moving down the field. Oh, out of way.
Rolling, boys. Time to get
Do this.
Now this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here 1st down. They'll look to throw again. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today, and really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.